Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna do just a little chit chat aftermath mukbang, I guess. I just tried all the fall menu items from Dunkin for 2025 and over on my TikTok, and it was super great. I loved almost everything and I wanted to try it for you guys, but I do it every single year on my TikTok. I've been doing it for 6 years, so I did not want to break the tradition by not trying it on TikTok. So I decided, why not do a little just aftermath, mukbang taste test. I won't try everything for you, but we'll just chat and I'll tell you what I loved, because I want to catch you guys up on life a little bit, because I just got back from Disney World again. So I'm why not just do a little chit chat after, mukbang, you know what I mean? Aftermath mukbang, why not? So anyways, I'm a freaking mess. What the hell? Acne is horrible. Don't understand why. I love the filter on TikTok, because the beauty filter, because my face looks gorgeous. YouTube, you get the freaking raw version of me. You really do. So I just got back from Disney World 3 days ago. We went there for 2 days. We went there for not Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Oh my God. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It was the best time ever. And then we stayed there the next day. We flew home at night. It was super great. We really had the best time ever. Our next trip is in October, so we don't have to wait too long. Disney is truly my home. Truly. I go there 4-5 times a year. Anyways, it was the best time. If you want to see all that footage and stuff, go over to my TikTok, because I filmed a whole 15-minute vlog of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I filmed a bunch of footage. So if you want to check that out, go over to my TikTok. It's just easier to edit TikToks and get them out faster than YouTube. And then we're here trying Dunkin's menu items. Holy crap, everything was so good. So I do this every single year. I always try Dunkin' and Starbucks's fall menus, everything, even for Christmas time. I don't know, I've just been doing it for 6 years. I get the inspiration from Steph Pappas, because she does it every single year, and I would watch her when I was little, and I was oh my God, I want to do that one year. And I remember I started doing it, and it's so weird because it's my first year finally being able to go out by myself and drive and not have to beg my mom to take me and her complain because I wanted to go in the morning. It's just super cool that I'm able to just go out whenever. It's so weird. This was so good. This is the iced cereal milk latte. Oh, it's espresso too. It is so freaking good. This is actually a new drink this year. It literally tastes as it's described, cereal milk. It is so good. But yeah, because last year I had my permit, and I was oh my God, I'm so excited for next year, meaning this year, because I'm going to be able to go out by myself. Because I remember every year, oh, let's go down memory lane. I remember last year, when I would want to try these drinks, I would always want to go early because things sell out. So I wanted to get there early in the morning. And I would always beg my mom, Mom, come on, wake up, get up, we got to go. And she would get so annoyed. She was oh my God, why do you have to try the whole menu? Why do you have to do this? Why do we have to wake up early? And there was some years where things were sold out because, again, it's very popular. And we went maybe 9-10 a.m. And I was oh my God, can't wait for the day when I can just go myself. And the day has finally came, and it's so weird because I woke up at 6 a.m. this morning. I was all right, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna get ready, and then I'm gonna head out. And I got out by 8 a.m. So it's just so crazy. Nothing was sold out. I'm here to try it in my car, which is crazy because I always, every year, obviously my mom was in the car, so I never wanted to try it in the car. So we would always just go home, and then I would have to try it in my room. This year is I always tell myself I was struggling this year, which you're allowed to struggle with mental health, obviously. But I always think to myself, you're doing so many things that you 10 years ago would have dreamed. That was your dream. You couldn't even imagine that you're doing this now. So I always tell myself always be grateful no matter what, which I am. I really am. But, mental health gets to you, right? Just me 10 years ago would have died at me now, having a Disney annual pass. That was always my dream. Would have died that I go to Disney 4 or 5 times a year or try to get there whenever I can. like he would be dead on the ground. He would be dead on the ground that, you know, I finally am consistent posting on YouTube and TikTok and social media. Like, he would be like, what? He would also die from that, like, I got a PR package a couple months ago. And, like, I remember I was a little upset because I'm like, oh, like, I reached out to so many brands and, like, only one got back to me and sent me something. But I'm like, are you kidding me? Me 10 years ago would have freaked out that even one person responded and sent me something. You know what I mean? Me 10 years ago would have been like, oh my God, like, it's so crazy that you're finally able to drive now and, you know, go out whenever you want and do this and do that. You know, me 10 years ago would have been like, holy crap, I can't believe you have a job and you have your own money and you could, like, buy whatever you want. So it's just, there's a lot of first. And a lot of first that's happened this year alone, but just in the last couple years that, like, I feel like I don't take it for granted. And I feel like I need to, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm so lucky and I know how privileged I am. I know how lucky I am to be able to, you know, go to Disney as many times as I do each year and be able to do all these things I get to do. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, mental illness really takes up your brain. It really messes with you. It really does, because it's like, and maybe this is inspiring me to talk about this because Trisha made a video the other day talking about, like, when is the right time to reach out for help. And she's like, there is no right time. Like, if you're even thinking about it, if you're privileged enough, do it. You know what I mean? Because she's like, she was saying it's so weird how, like, she has everything that she always dreamed about for the past 20 years, you know? She wanted to have babies. She wanted to have a husband and get married. She wanted to buy a house. She wanted to, you know, be financially stable, because even though she was making a lot of money, she was also spending every dime she had, and she was in debt and all this stuff and, you know, whatever. And she's like, everything that I wanted, that I cried on the kitchen floor for over 10 plus years, I finally have now. But for some reason, I'm still mourning my old life, even though I hated my old life and I was so depressed in my old life. And I have everything I want now. Why do I feel like this? And she said she was talking to her therapist, and she's like, it's not that you are not happy and not grateful. It's just sometimes we can get selfish. And if we don't have everything we want, you know, we get selfish. Because she, like, what Trisha was, like, basically saying was, like, you know, there is times where she does miss, like, having 5 minutes to herself, or being able to just, like, go somewhere and do something and not have to, like, plan around her baby's nap schedules or whatever it is. But she's like, I wouldn't change it for the world. Like, this is what I wanted my whole life. I would not change this. I would not do anything differently. Like, this is what I wanted. So why am I even slightly feeling like the tiniest bit of, like, I wish I could, or mourning my old life? Do you know what I mean? And it is so true. It's like, why do we do that? And, like, with me, this is the iced pumpkin spice signature latte. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's so good. I love it. But it's so weird, because it's like, with me, I'm not mourning my past life. And when I mean past life, I mean, like, you know, your past, like, 10, 15 years of life. I'm not mourning that at all, because I don't miss it. Like, I was super, especially, like, and I feel like I haven't been vulnerable about this on the internet, but, like, end of 2019 to, like, 2023, I was really, really fucking depressed. Really depressed. And unfortunately, I never got the help I needed, which is so sad. Because especially back then, like, my parents didn't really believe in mental health or seeing therapists or anything like that. So I was struggling, and I don't know how I made it out. But I did. And it's crazy. I mean, how I got out of most of it was I got taken out of school, and I was able to be homeschooled, which I'm so grateful for and so lucky that my parents were able to do that for me, because being homeschooled was definitely like the best thing ever. I'm graduated now, but being homeschooled was the best decision ever, because a lot of my anxiety, depression, all these mental illnesses that I definitely still have is from school, and it would affect my life outside of school a lot. Like I don't even want to get down into like what I felt, what thoughts I was thinking, what I wanted to do. Like I don't even want to talk about it, but it was really dark, and I was at my most depressed time, end of 2019 to 2023. I was it started end of 2019 because that was my transition from elementary school to middle school, and that was a hard transition. That was a really hard transition. That's kind of where the depression started. But now that I'm thinking about it, I definitely had depression my whole life, and I definitely had a lot of mental illnesses my whole life that I just didn't know. And there was like little things that I would like do or feel that like back then I didn't know it was a mental illness, but now like I'm aware and I know, which is crazy. But what's weird is like I got taken out of school, public school, in 2022, and I was still depressed for a good year after, because even though I was so grateful and so happy I did not have to be in that toxic environment anymore, and no one personally was affecting me, it still stuck with me. It still stuck with me, and it got a lot better, definitely, but I was still definitely very depressed throughout 2023, even though I was not in that situation that was making me super depressed anymore. But I think what people don't understand, especially, and the main thing was not bullying either, but there was bullying involved, but there was so many other factors. But like, especially with bullying, and I think especially going into like, we're in like school season now for like everyone, I just want like teachers, or like if there's any students watching this, or I don't care who it gets out to, at least if it gets out to one person, you need to take bullying seriously. If you're a student, don't do it, because you think it's, you know, we're kids, it's whatever, it's just a silly little thing, we're just like making fun of each other, we're just bullying you. But it's like, you know, after a couple years, like whatever, it'll pass, you know, we'll be friends, we're preteens, we're teenagers, like it doesn't matter, whatever, like it's not going to affect us. But unfortunately, that bullying from a young age does affect your entire life, which is insane, and people don't understand it, but it does. It affects your entire life. And I've heard it from so many people that are in their 20s, that are in their 30s, and their 40s. It affects your entire life. No matter if you got bullied a little bit or you got bullied a lot, you know. And I personally feel like the bullies don't think or don't know that it does affect your entire life. Like, I think they just, obviously, I think like bullies are just jealous of you, or you have something that they want, or they have insecurities. They have their own insecurities that they're not dealing with personally, so they take it out on other people. I do 100% agree, believe that. So I think they think like, oh, I'm just hurting them in this moment of time. I'm not hurting their whole life, but you are. So I think if you're a teacher, take bullying seriously, because none of my teachers ever took bullying seriously. And if they did, I would maybe be I would be a completely different person if they actually took it seriously. And it did not get to the point where it got to. I truly believe that. So teachers, take bullying seriously, okay? Don't just say, oh, stop doing that, or that's not nice, or you're getting detention. No, take it to another level, because that's what it should be, okay? Most kids self-harm themselves because of bullying, and we need to understand that. And as students, do not bully other people, okay? I don't care if you get a laugh out of it. I don't care if it makes you feel good. I don't care what it makes you feel. Whatever you got going on, do not do it, okay? Rather talk behind someone's back than say it to their face. And I always say that. And I know a lot of people don't like when people talk behind their backs. I don't either, okay? I am the realest person ever. If I have an opinion that I want to say about you or whatever, I'm saying it to you. And the reason why I do, I know some people will do it out of hurt. I do it out of truth. I won't lie about anything. There's a difference between telling the truth and being honest and bullying. There is. So I'm not saying like bully if you're saying something. I'm saying like, you know, if you have something to say, like if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. That's what I'm saying. Keep it behind closed doors. Okay? I'm not saying you should talk behind someone's back, but I'm saying if you have, because we all have thoughts, right? Not nice thoughts. Don't say it. You know? Don't put it out there. If it's a true, honest fact or whatever, be honest. Like, I'll tell someone if they're being rude. I'll tell someone if I don't like... only if they ask. Oh, my camera just freaking fell. What was I saying? Like, if someone asks me, like, does my outfit look good and I don't like it, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to say, I do like it or I don't like it. If someone is being rude and disrespectful and nasty, I'm going to say it to their face. You know what I mean? So it's like, you just need to learn the fine lines between bullying and being honest with someone. And I know it's not good to talk behind people's backs. It's not. But some things is better to talk behind their back than say it to their face, because it truly affects them. And I know people don't see it, especially the bullies, but it does. What was I getting to? I don't even know what my point was. How did I get on this topic? I'm so passionate about the topic of like bullying, mental health, all that stuff, because truly, 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 like, mental health is so important. Bullying is so hurtful. And I just get so passionate about those topics. I think I was talking about how, like, I don't realize how, like, what I was trying to get to was, like, I've been struggling with mental health more than I would like to say recently. And it's weird because, again, that's what I was, like, saying. Like, I had my most depressive years from, like, 2019 to 2023. And then 2024 was, like, a great year. And now we're into 2025, and I'm getting back into that, like, funk. And what I was trying to get at was, like, it's weird because, like, I really do have almost everything that I've always wanted since I was little, you know? And I think it comes down to, I think for me, it comes down to I never got the right help I needed. I think. How I got myself out of my funk was I just distracted myself for a long time. It comes to a certain point with mental illnesses where you can't cover it up anymore. Oh my god. The song I resonate with the most is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift. Why the hell is this guy just sitting here? Like, are you watching me or what? I can give you a show, but it's gonna cost you. He's turning. The song that resonates with me the most is I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift, because I truly feel like I've been faking it till I make it, and I did, type of thing. And but I don't know if I've made it. You know, I have so many dreams and I have so many goals, and I think that's what it is too, is like you always want more. It's like after you reach a certain goal, or after you reach something that you always want, you crave more. You crave more, you want more, and you never stop wanting. You could have everything in the whole world and you're always gonna want more. And I think that's where it really affects you, especially if you have like mental illnesses, because like you always want more. And being completely honest, I'll tell you right here, like exactly what I want, you know? I want a house in Florida. I want to move to Florida permanently, right by Disney World. That's been my dream since I was a little kid. So it's not like something like I wanted the past couple years. No, I've literally wanted to move there and be in Orlando since I was 5 years old. And it's not even just for Disney World. Yes, Disney World is a big reason why, but it's also the atmosphere, the energy, the weather, the palm trees, the scenery. There's so many things to do. There's so many reasons why, besides Disney World, why I want to move to Florida and like to like the Central Florida area. And I've always wanted to. And I think that's probably my biggest goal and biggest dream ever. And I think it's like, because I don't have that, I feel like I feel incomplete and I feel sad. And then also another one of my dreams and goals is I want to become a full-time content creator. And I know people are like, oh my God, that's so lame. Like everyone wants to be a content creator. Everyone wants to be an influencer. You know, it's communicable at this point. Like everyone wants to do it. You know what I mean? And it's not for the reason that you guys think. It's not to get rich. It's not to, you know, get popular or anything like that. It's not. It's truly like, and when I say this, I truly mean it. I've been creating content before I even knew that you can make money from social media, before I even knew that you could get famous or popular from social media. I did it truly because I loved it. I started creating content and filming myself as early as 4 years old. 4 years old, okay? I did not comprehend what money was at 4 years old. I did not comprehend that you can get famous and popular at 4. I did it for fun. I would film videos of myself. I wouldn't even post them sometimes. I would just, you know, save them in my camera roll. I would make skits. I would post videos on YouTube. When Musical.ly was the thing, I would post videos to Musical.ly, lip syncing videos, skit videos, whatever it was. I would post things to my Instagram. I still have some videos I would make on my Instagram from 10, 15 years ago. It's not like I'm one of those, you know, small creators that like started this up a couple years ago just because like I want to become famous or popular or make a ton of money or not work a regular day job. I have 2, okay? I have 2 jobs right now, right? It's not that. It's truly because this has been my passion since I was 4 years old. I've always wanted to do it. And if you want to know one thing about me is if I have a goal, I am reaching that goal. And I am doing anything to reach that goal and succeed and make that dream come true. I will do literally anything. And here's my thing. I've always told myself this since I was little. I believe I belong. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, this sounds so like corny and nerdy and all this stuff. But I truly believe since a little kid, like I belong in the spotlight. Like my soul belongs in the spotlight. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, like everyone wants that. Like, no, like I've always felt that. And I think my family and friends could also vouch for me. I mean, some of them probably think I'm crazy, but it's true. Like, when I was little, I would always do like, I would try to do modeling. I would take like, you know, photos for modeling. I would do concerts in my bedroom, in my kitchen. I would try to write songs. I always wanted to be the center of the attention, you know, always. And then as I got older, I would do, you know, the plays in school. So like, yeah, theater kid, sure. But it was so much more than that, you know? Like 24/7, I'm doing a concert for no one. 24/7, I'm filming a video. 24/7, I'm writing music. I'm doing all these things and modeling and all this stuff. And it gave me a realization, like when I was in Disney World last week. Sorry, I'll end this soon. I don't know what I'm talking about. But last week, when I was in Disney World, I did like almost like a photo shoot. My mom posted the pictures, which I'm like, oh my God, why? But everybody was like, oh my God, like you were meant for this. You look amazing. It's like you were meant to be modeling or all this stuff. And I'm like, holy crap. Now, some of these people, I was like, oh my God, mom, it's just because they know you. But some of these people like never comment or never like anything. So I'm like, oh my God. So weird because I'm like, yeah, I always felt like I was meant for this, you know? The Sabrina Carpenter Daydream Refresher is so good. Whatever, anyways, like my point I'm getting at is like, I feel like I've been depressed because like I keep thinking about my future and I'm like, there's so many things that I want and every day I'm trying to work towards that goal. But I think sometimes I just get in like a rut, you know? And I know I'm only 17 and it's like, you got time. You really do. But I still struggle with it, you know? And I know I have time. And I think that's why I've been depressed a lot this year, because I've been thinking about my future so much. Like wanting to move to Florida, wanting to also work for Disney, wanting to be a content creator. And like, I've been doing things every single day to make that goal and dream happen. But I think what happens, a lot of these goals and dreams, they take a while. And I think when you don't, not even see progress, but like when it's taken so long, like you just really get down about yourself. And also you get down about yourself when you're like, why are you upset? Like you have all these things right now that you've always wanted. Like try to live in the moment and enjoy the moment and not always think about the future or whatever. I just think it's time for me to get help. And I've never admitted that, but I think I think I do. I think I need a therapist. I think I do. You know, there's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of issues that I kind of self-dealt with my whole life. And I think it's at a point now where it's like, I'm scared. Not that I'm scared that I'm going to do anything. I'm scared about getting into that depressive state again that I had in 2019 to 2023, because those were my hardest years of my entire life. The hardest years. And I don't want to fall back into that. But I feel like I am. And the thing is like, there was reasons back then why I felt like that. I'm like, what's the reason now? And I think that's the hardest thing. I truly think it's because I never got help I needed back then. So now the trauma and everything that I dealt with back then is kind of like creeping back up on me, I think. So let me eat my feelings well. I don't know how I got on this topic. I don't. I wanted to show you like everything from Dunkin from the fall menu. A little aftermath mukbang, but guess that didn't happen. My favorite drink was Zero Milk Latte was really good. The Sabrina Carpenter Daydream Refresher was really good. The pumpkin cold brew was really good. And the donuts were all really good. The pumpkin donut, the loaf. That's what I have. I don't know. Anyways, we have a tropical storm warning into tomorrow. We may have some high winds. We may have some high rain soon. I don't know where it's at. It's not raining right now. It was drizzling before. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for watching. Therapy session with Vinny. That's what my life has come to. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope what you got out of this video is, if you're going through something right now, you are not alone. If you're going through something and you need help, ask for help if you can afford it. There's even places you can go that are like free to get help. Do it. Even if you're thinking about it. if you feel like if you have the thoughts of why am I depressed when I have everything I've always wanted, you're not alone either. And it's normal. The reason why I wanted to say this, don't know how I got on this topic from freaking trying fall drinks. But in all seriousness, like, I think what I'm trying to get at is if you were going through something similar that I'm going through or that I've went through in my past, I just want you to know you're not alone and you'll get through it. I promise you. Even at the lowest of my lows where I thought I wasn't going to make it, I did. And even though I'm not in the greatest mindset right now and I feel like I'm faking it till I make it, we'll get through this together. And bullying can affect your whole life. So don't do it. Don't do it. And if you're a teacher, be aware of it in your classroom and in your school. And actually, assess the situation. If you need help, get help. Truly. And I mean that. It's okay to vent, and I'm venting right now. I also think because, I'm having, that's another thing, which I'm not gonna into. I'm just gonna end this here, but, body dysmorphia and EDs and self-doubt and self-hatred. I mean, why am I breaking out so bad? Anyways, whatever. That eats you up a lot too. Moral of the story, if you need help, ask for help. But yeah, I had so much fun trying the fall menu. If you want to watch my full review, because I never did it on here, you can go over to my TikTok, Magic by Vinny. And if you want to follow me on my socials, they're all Magic by Vinny, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. And if you want to try any of these drinks, go ahead. I recommend the cereal milk latte iced. I recommend the pumpkin spice signature latte. I recommend the Sabrina Carpenter Dream, whatever her freaking drink name is. And I recommend all the drinks except the pumpkin spice latte hot and the cereal milk latte hot. And that pumpkin espresso latte, because that was not good. Don't get that freaking cream whatever donut, because that was not that good. Okay. I love you guys so much. If you need help, ask for it. You're not alone in anything, and you're valid for whatever you're going through. I love you guys so much. I don't know what this video was, but I also wanted to make this video and just put it out there and be vulnerable for, when I do make it over the hill, I can come back to these videos and watch, wow, you've come so far. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and happy fall. Go get yourself some fall treats. And I'll see you next week.